Well, hey everybody, thanks for being a part of our communion setup and cleanup. We are excited about having everybody within the church be part of helping and finding a place to serve. So Danielle is going to give you a few instructions, and then we're going to show you super simple how the whole thing goes together and then how we clean it up.
Okay, so first off, when you come in to figure out where the communion stuff is, there's an instruction manual here. If you can't figure stuff out, you can grab that. It kind of gives you a play-by-play on where stuff is. So it tells me to go to this cabinet right here. So I'm going to get the communion stuff out of here. You're going to get 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 of the 1 gold tray for the bread, 1 silver tray for the bread. There's your 2 bread and your 2 gold and 2 silver. Then I'm going to go up here. This is your communion supply cabinet where your communion stuff is. So here's the bread. These are probably ones that get to this place. I usually throw them away. So here's your new and your communion cups, which tells me the last box, so I need to take this down to the office, so that I need to take that down.
That way they know to order more cups?
Yes. So put this over here. Grab your 2 funnels that we have here. I grabbed 2 baskets for the...
What are the funnels for?
They're for the wine and the juice.
To put them in the cups.
Yes,
we'll show you how to do that in a second.
This is for the junior ushers. They need 2 baskets. So I put those out. Hope there's some leftover communion cups.
Then we'll put them together.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 different styles of trays. We have the gold trays that the wine goes in, and we have the silver trays that the grape juice goes in. And then we're gonna put all the cups in. So cups are in these individual sleeves like this in this box, and just gonna open them up. When we do the actual trays themselves, on the gold trays, we're gonna do every single available hole in there, except for the outside ring. Outside ring, we're only gonna do every other one. So gold, the whole thing, except for outside ring, we do every other one. And the silver trays, we're gonna do the whole thing. So let's show you what that looks like.
Hi guys, okay, so I'm gonna show you where the grape juice and the wine is to do the supplies. So it's over here in the fridge. Grape juice, gigantic bottle of wine. The best way for me to remember which goes in which one is wine has 4 letters, gold has 4 letters, silver has 5 letters. Yeah, 5 letters, and grape juice has, or grape does have 5 letters too. Super easy, it's a physical way to remember which goes in which. So, I'm going to show you exactly what to do as far as filling them up. So you put a grape juice in. Move this over here so you can see it a little better. There's a little red tab here. You just push it lightly and it's going to release. It's going to release the...
Accidents happen. There's a little where I'm gonna try and get where you can see it here. There's a little ring where the cup meets the holder, and if you fill it up to that ring, it's a good place to have a measurement from.
Yep, it's just right at the edge. I tried to get it, but my finger, there's a little catch on these things. So every once in a while you go a little bit over because it catches on the plastic, but don't overthink it, it's fine.
So if you have 2 different groups doing it, you can use one of the cups for grape juice, one of the cups for wine. If you're doing both yourself, then it's a decent idea to do the grape juice first and then the wine second. That way you don't have leftover wine that you're putting in with the grape juice.
Yeah.
Just
and so,
trying to be considerate of people.
okay, so, and then if I'm trying to do both at the same time, I just put this on top. It's the easiest way to find a place for it, so. The wine, I usually pour over the sink into the cup because it's really heavy. Just a little hint there.
Go ahead. I got you. Teamwork. Family teamwork. It's going to be the best for you.
Okay.
Yeah, when I do the wine, I put it right in the top of this and then fill it up. That way you can use 2 hands on the gigantic heavy glass bottle.
Or you can do it over the sink because I always spill it.
I never spill it. But, you know, some people are better than others. What are you going to do? So when you get to the end, then you can just stick your thing back in, push the button, put the leftovers back in there.
And if you need to put a little bit more in, you can just kind of go a little bit at a time once you get to the end here. The grape juice have a few more cups, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer. And then there we go. And then you've got your extra communion cups. And I think you put the box back in already. So that usually goes on the top shelf. But here is the little cups that can go right here by these big cups. But sometimes we have family communion with the bigger cups. Got a little bit of.
Okay, so when it's done, it should look something like this. The silver ones are completely full, and the gold ones with the wine have all full except for that outside ring.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the bread in the communion trays too. So this one's a new one, so you open her up. A good measure is I usually put 1.5 on each. Ish. And then the rest of this, I'm going to go ahead and stick in a Ziploc bag to just keep it as fresh as possible.
So what do we do with the leftover bread at the end of communion during cleanup?
I would say if it's smaller than this, about smaller than that, if you can see it, against my sweatshirt probably better, go ahead and throw it away. If it's half of one of these, you're pretty good. Don't overthink it. We'll take care of it if for some reason it looks too small. But yeah, so then we're gonna put it in the Ziploc with the rest of this. You just stick it in here, or I'll have another Ziploc beside that if that doesn't fit. And then we'll just put the lids on, and they're ready to go outside, go out to the sanctuary.
All right, let's take them out.
Okay. Okay, so when we take them out to the sanctuary, I put these on top of each other. They won't stick, but be aware that if you don't hold
if you put that one on, it's going to get stuck.
If you put this one on, it will get stuck. So I usually just put my fingers right here to hold it. So that's how I carry it, because you will get them stuck and then panic. So again, the wine is the gold, the grape juice is the silver.
And there's little cards
Signs,
there
yeah.
to make sure they tell you which is which.
That's it. Okay, so now we're going to show you what to do for cleanup. Okay, so cleanup time. So I get my rag wet here. Put a little Dawn on it. I'll do the bread first. I just wipe it off. Wipe off insides of this. And then as far as the grape juice, I'm going to save the grape juice. So I'll stick that back in there. Throw those away. And then save those. And then when I clean up the trays, usually there's a little bit of extra every once in a while, so I usually wipe those off. Or if it's really bad, like this one's got some down inside, I'll just go ahead and wash it off. And stick it in the drainer. As far as the wine, so the wine won't be good for next week, so we don't save it. So I just dump it in the sink and throw out the cups. Just wash it off.
Make sure everything's clean. This is a good time before and after to talk to your kids, if you can have your kids help, about the symbolism of the bread being the body of Christ and the cup being the blood of Christ. But we had a thing a couple weeks ago where Maddox, one of our grandkids, was helping, and he was very concerned that we would be throwing Jesus's blood in the sink. Thought that was a very poor treatment of Jesus's blood. But it's a good time to say, no, these are symbols that Jesus himself has given us to remind us to represent his body and blood. So because it is part of that ordinance that God's given us, we want to treat it carefully and with dignity. We want to do it in a way that is worshipful. We also don't want to do it in a way that's idolatrous, where we make the bread his body or we make the cup his blood. So anyways, there's good teaching opportunities for that with your kids.
Yep. So then once you're done cleaning up the mess, go ahead and dry stuff and then stick it back into the cupboard for the next person for the next week. I'm going to show you now where some of the supplies are in the pantry. So come along with me. I'm going to go ahead and put this the bread back in the cupboard over here, so that you know where it's at for next week. Also, the funnels, they just go right here in the little black trays. You put the little white funnels in there once you rinse them out. So we're going to go in here. So this is our communion box. It's got all the bread in it. Your grape juice is here, and usually your wine is in the same stack. I don't have any extra right now. So that will be over here as well. So if you need more supplies, they're here. Your communion cups will also be on top of here as the extra ones. So this is where you're going to find them.
All right. Again, thanks for helping. If you have any questions, again, you can watch this video. You can read the instruction thing. You can get a hold of either one of us or Haley Hurdicant, who helps head up this part of the ministry. And we'll be glad to tell you what to do. So thanks for serving in the body of Christ. We appreciate you.
We sure do.